Hello everyone, Mark Angelo here. Hope that all of you are staying safe, staying calm, and finding ways to adjust to the new normal. We have been granted many years of security, many years of living lives unlike any other generation has lived. We didn't get here from the past by living the way that this generation, or at least 50 odd years, have been living. Our grandparents and great-grandparents didn't have the luxuries that we have today. They saved money for a rainy day. They valued what they had. Unlike today, people throw things away. People have way too many choices on what they purchase. And now, people seem to be scrambling, panic buying, unable to balance their checkbooks. They lead life recklessly, irresponsibly, because they've never had to deal with anything like they're having to deal with today. I came from a communist country, a country that at one point was one of the richest, maybe not in money-wise, but in culture and in all sorts of different things. Cuba was well known for their culture, their music. It was a place to be. Then all of a sudden, the political way of living changed, and everything was pulled from right under us. I don't know if it's in my genes. I've always been a saver, very frugal. Always plan for a rainy day, because rainy days do come. And when you live paycheck to paycheck, as all of you will learn quickly, you get yourself into trouble. This generation is too quick to buy things they want, not things they need. And that doesn't turn out to be very good in a situation like this. You can't really eat your computers. You can't really eat your smartphones and all these things that you just throw away your money on. I'm really concerned on the lack of, lack of priorities that we, as individuals, as a nation, are taking. I'm seeing that everything's being focused on finances instead of health. You can't make money if you're sick and dead. It's really sad and disgusting at the same time to see what the major focus is, instead of the well-being of your neighbor, of everyone around us. The main concern that I'm seeing is about a financial crash. I've always said money is the root of all evil. And we're living in a world that it's all about finances, instead of caring for one another, instead of people's health. People have been asked to social distance. People have been asked to stay at home, not to go into places where there's many people where you could contract the virus or spread it. And that's being ignored. It just took, I think I just saw something on MSNBC that finally, I think the governor of Florida is taking this a bit serious, after the fact where they had all these beaches open and these spring breakers in and spreading the disease like crazy. This is all going to come back. And Florida is a place where there's a lot of tourists, a lot of travel. So it should have been one of the first places to have been taking this very seriously. Yet it wasn't. I read something today that kind of worried me, and at the same time is kind of like my inner feeling what I think this actual virus is all about. People think it's just like a regular cold, and it's not. We get a lot of smart super bugs that are, whether they're being fabricated or they're part of nature, but they're actually going into different stages. The initial stages, you just get a regular cold, it seems like nothing, but then this particular virus goes in and attaches itself to your lungs, to other organs, and it starts to literally destroy your organs. It's not like a cold that just comes and goes. My gut feeling, this is more than you're being told about. And it's a very slow process. We haven't seen the impact of this virus yet. And I don't want to alarm people. But all we have to do is go back to history and look at the different plagues and different viruses that we've had to deal with and what devastation those viruses and plagues did on humanity. What makes us think that we are immune to something like that? And then with all the modern technology and all the things that we have done, that we have not created something even worse. And I mean, not created possibly in a lab, but just by the way we are living life. Excessively use of antibacterial soaps, excessive use of antibiotics. Do you not think that these viruses have the capacity to become something that we have never seen before? We need to take into consideration many things. And we need to not panic and worry, because that solves nothing. You need to keep your immune system up. You need to keep yourself happy and calm. But you can't be reckless, because recklessness will create problems. Please be careful. Please be mindful. Eat healthy. Wash your hands. Keep good hygiene. Keep the distance between people. Don't go to places unless you absolutely have to. And I mean, like the grocery stores. You shouldn't be going anywhere else. I mean, that's indoors. I even hate going to the grocery stores, because that's one big, massive place to spread it. And people are touching everything and grabbing things, and you don't know how this virus works. None of us know. We need more precautions. I don't know what the future holds. In my heart, I have a feeling things are not going to be the same as they were before. I think the direction that I'm seeing with the concerns about the economy breaking down versus saving lives and allowing our species to continue is more of an importance than about money. You know, we created this whole notion of money. If we really wanted to, as humanity, we wouldn't even need money. We would do things because we want to do it, because we want to help one another. Not because of what we're going to get out of it. And if we start changing our mentality and start changing our system, we as a species may have hope. But if we continue with this monetary gains and needs and greed, we will not. And I repeat, we will not survive. So let's hope that our leaders make the right choices. Not based on money, but based on health and integrity. All right, guys, stay safe. I love you. But remember to always love yourselves too. Bye-bye.